Does it happen sometimes that you are trying to input a value in a cell and you get an error message that the value is not acceptable? What is happening? The input in this case is validated. The data for this cell is validated. That means the user can only enter a type of input in this cell. This is known as data validation. Data validation is in the Data tab and you can access it using the keyboard shortcut Alt-A-V-V. You can specify a range of inputs that will be acceptable using data validation for a cell. You can specify this for different categories of inputs. For example, whole numbers, decimals, text values, etc. All you need to do is, in data validation dialog box, specify the floor and the cap that is acceptable. Further, you can even customize this. Means you can give a link to a list of numbers or values specified on a sheet, and later on this list could be dynamic. So with data validation you can control the kind of inputs that can be entered in a cell. With this, you can control the instructions and the text of instructions that can be given to the user for a cell. So if the inputs for a cell are validated, then you can custom a message for a user. You can customize the way error alert will appear for a user through this. You can change the title as well as the text of the error if the user enters an invalid value. Plus, through this you can also control the level of security for the input cell. Means, at the highest level of security, you can stop the user altogether from entering an invalid value. With second level of security, where it's only a warning, your message will warn the user but still accept an invalid value. And in the third level of security, which is the lowest level, you will only provide an information to the user that the value entered by him or her is invalid. So these are the three levels of security that can be achieved with data validation. So go ahead and allow only those inputs to be entered which are valid, and make your inputs and calculations secure.